Here we go.
Hey guys, this is the real Brad Bell of the epicreview.com, thepicreview.com, and Geeks Worldwide Radio Network, one of the three main hosts of the Confirmed Epic podcast. I'm coming to you with a very special video today that's going to take you inside the home of the real Brad Bell to show you something that I mentioned many times on many podcasts, Mondo posters and other various screen printed posters, and a few comic book posters. You guys know that I love posters. I've been collecting for a long time. Between my wife and I, Abby, we have a pretty decent collection. I'm going to show you around the house, and this video will ultimately culminate in a reveal, a full video reveal. I know you've seen it in the background of some video podcasts and whatnot, but a video reveal of one of the three Confirmed Epic Podcast studios here at my house. So without further ado, here is the poster collection of the real Brad Bell, the R-E-E-L Brad Bell. Okay, so we're gonna start in our hallway here with a Jason Edmiston office poster. This is a rare poster that he did for Paley Fest. I forgot what the year was. For those of you, 2011, says it right on the poster. For those of you that have not seen or heard of Paley Fest, it is a annual TV kind of conference, I wouldn't call it a convention, in which they gather the cast of some of the most popular TV shows going at the time, ones that are very much in the social, political zeitgeist, if you will. And this is a poster I tracked down on eBay from legendary Mondo poster artist Jason Edmiston. Now, got this from my wife. Probably one of our all-time favorite shows is The Office. You see it has various knickknacks on the posters where it's showing you something that represents each character, whether it's Dwight with the bobblehead. You have, of course, in the back the banjo with Nard Dog, and if you look close enough, you'll see World's Best Boss there. You'll see the painting within the painting here, if you will, that Pam did. There's a whole bunch of good stuff there. I love posters like this, and while it's not Mondo, it's something that I cherish and was one of my wife's, maybe my wife's first screen printed poster. So we're in the hallway. I'm going to take you into the living room. Here is the Grail right here. And it sits above our couch. You see Cookie, one of our beagles there that you've heard on the podcast. Got this for my wife for her birthday a few years ago. Ended up paying like $350 for this, and now it's worth about $2,300. This is, again, the biggest Grail in the house. This is the Laurent Dureau Jaws poster. Jaws is my wife's all-time favorite movie. Soon we'll have the Phantom City Creative Jaws. This should be arriving in the next 2 months or so for Mondo, and hopefully we're gonna get matching frames and put it, you see that's a big wall, we're gonna pair it upside along that Jaws poster. So pretty cool stuff. Love that poster. I kind of bask in the glory of it at least once a day. Let's move over here. Sorry for the reflection, guys. It's just inevitable with these types of videos. We have the Ken Taylor Man of Steel poster. Now, say what you want to about Man of Steel, but this is an epic poster. You got that iconic shot of the young Clark Kent playing out in the cornfields in Kansas. I guess it's not cornfields, say farm scenery. Cornfields are out there somewhere, I'm sure. But my wife and I had a great theater going experience with Man of Steel. We were hyped for the movie. I think it's a great film, not an epic film, and a very underrated film. So love that poster. All of these were framed by Cherie and Scott at the Hobby Lobby in the Hollywood foothills of North Carolina. All pretty much have been professionally framed with UV protected glass and custom framing. All right, let's move over here. This is not a Mondo poster. This is the theatrical teaser for another one of my wife Abby's favorite movies, Walk the Line, starring Joaquin Phoenix. So while not Mondo, we still love that poster. Let's go over here. One of my wife's all-time favorite bands, if not her favorite, is Dave Matthews. This is a screen print. I don't know the artist on this. It may have even been Phantom City Creative, or one of the artists that works at Phantom City Creative that did this. And pretty cool, because this was a concert that we went to, and it is catered toward some of the great food we have here in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, here we go to conclude the living room tour. We have the Wonder Woman DC Bombshells. Again, not any type of valuable poster, but we love it nonetheless. My wife loves Wonder Woman. We got the Tula Latte Wonder Woman movie poster coming from Mondo, so we'll have to do some more videos when these other posters arrive. So that's the living room. We're gonna go to the bedroom. We have the J.C. Richard Avengers Tower from Avengers Age of Ultron. Very cool poster. See the Vision off to the left there. Great frame job. You see this thing's double framed, a frame within a frame, which is something that Cherie does at Hobby Lobby. I highly recommend it. It's cheaper than matting a lot of times. Not a lot of posters in here. Here we have a poster that was released by Marvel celebrating their 75th anniversary. This is by the legendary Alex Ross. So just a typical comic book poster there. You can get your hands on that pretty easy if you look hard enough. So let's go to the hallway here. Kind of tight right here. Maybe turn the camera. Here we have the Drew Struzan D23 Star Wars The Force Awakens poster. Again, sorry about the reflection, but it's double frame there, a red frame with a gold frame. I cherish this because supposedly it is the last poster that Struzan is going to do for Star Wars. And having seen the movie, the fact that it has Han Solo, Kylo Ren, Rey, and Finn kind of makes it all the more special. I love this poster. You got almost kind of the Bespin type Cloud City structure in the corner. On the left, you have the X-wings, and then you have the moisture evaporator from Tatooine. So very cool poster. So that's the hallway. So let's go ahead and get to the main event of our show here. Here we have, actually behind the door, my very first Mondo poster. This is the Dark Knight Rises San Diego Comic-Con 2012 edition by the legendary Ollie Moss. I got my friend Will Maney, who's done the Pop Culture Potluck podcast and the Confirmed Epic podcast with us, one of these as a wedding gift. So special. It was a time release, so a lot of people have this, but special because it was my first Mondo poster. Okay, let's move back in the widescreen here. Here we have the David Perello TMNT poster. So pretty cool stuff. It has all the kind of significant characters from the 1987 show. And I do a podcast called the Technodrome Tales Podcast. It's a 1987 TMNT rewatch podcast with Barbecue 17, Jerry Reed, and Kendall Hallman. So check that out on iTunes. Below that, I have custom art that I got at HeroesCon 2016. That's from Mr. Chad Thomas, who does TMNT for IDW Comics. So he's a current comic book artist. Of course, this is Toka from TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze. I'm a massive TMNT fan, if you cannot tell. That Perello TMNT, and of course that Perello over there was a Mondo. We have one of my most prized possessions, my Spider-Man 2 signed by Stan Lee at HeroesCon 2012. I got to meet Stan Lee, and I finally got up there after waiting in line for 6 hours and paying $55. And I told Stan Lee, I said, Mr. Lee, I said, thank you so much for all the great characters, but from the bottom of my heart, thank you the most for Spider-Man. So what he did was he set his pen down, lowered his glasses, and said, I did them all for you, bud. So one of the most cherished moments of my life with that. And believe it or not, I almost lost this poster thanks to aka Andrew Stokes. We tracked it down on the convention floor at Heroes Con. I think it was 2012. Alright, let's back off here. Here you have the Wall of Marvel Stout. You have the Tyler Stout Iron Man 2 poster. Say what you want to about this movie, but that poster is epic. It's hard to see maybe the frame well, but it's kind of red tint within that gold. Another great frame up from Cherie. Beside that, we have Captain America, the First Avenger by Tyler Stout. So this is a very nice piece, kind of busy. I like how those two mirror each other. They look great side by side. Here we have the Avengers. This is a grail piece for a lot of MCU and comic book fans. That first Avengers poster there. Here we have not as much sought after. I know the reflection's bad. Again, I apologize. It's the Avengers Age of Ultron by Tyler Stout. I'm going to zoom out here, kind of give you the best shot of this I can. Again, I'm not a cinematographer, guys. That is the Wall of Stout in all of its glory. Now, don't have Guardians by Stout, and I don't have Civil War. So that's two I'm missing, nor do I have room for them. So let's go over here. This is one of my most cherished possessions as well. This is my Jeff Proctor, one of, I think, 55 TMNT poster. It's a variant. He did this for a screening in 2011 in Austin, Texas of the original TMNT film from 1990. Captures the tone of that film so well. What's really cool, I'll get up close here. Signed by Kevin Eastman. Of course, Eastman and Laird created the Ninja Turtles. He came to Heroes Con 2014, I think. Waited in line all day that day as well. Double framed. I got the green to represent the turtles in there. Much like that Toka was by Chad Thomas you saw earlier. And then you have the silver to match the print. Again, this is the variants. You see the Shredder, the Thugs, Casey. You have Splinter, locked up in the arcade there. You have the Turtles, kind of so sad about Raph. I'm hoping Santa Claus is going to bring me the NECA TMNT Turtles to put two there and two over here on this shelf. Right now we just have the box set of the Blu-ray and the box set of the 1987 show. This poster is cool, but it's dark. This is the Rich Kelly Secret of the Ooze. So you kind of have side by side on each side of the window. You have the two TMNT movie prints. You got Toka, Razor, the Foot in there, Super Shredder. Both of them have credits blocks. I love the frame up on this, even though it is a little dark. Abby doesn't like this print that much, but I love it. So that's all that matters. Sorry, honey. All right, let's back off here. We have the DC movie wall, the Batman, Superman movie wall, if you will, and I don't mean the Zack Snyder version. So here on the left we have and these are matching frames, these two Dark Knight prints. One of the prints from my all-time favorite movie, The Dark Knight. I know this is hard to see with that reflection, but you have the Joker in the computer screens that Lucius Fox and Batman used to track the Joker at the end of that film. I love this. Abby and I brought these posters up on our bonus edition that was just released, the Confirmed Epic podcast, where we reviewed The Dark Knight. Here's one of my favorites. This is one poster that I would probably never get rid of. It's the Laurent Darrow, The Dark Knight variant. This isn't some grail or anything, but still, it just, there's so many Easter eggs in there. There's like a Harvey Dent campaign poster that's ripped in half. You can see in the bottom right hand corner. But I'll tell you why I love this so much. It's that Laurent Darrow did a poster, and Abby's all-time favorite poster for her all-time favorite movie, Jaws, and he did this poster for my all-time favorite film, The Dark Knight. So pretty cool. We own both those posters. You see the little Batman light switch to kind of complete the theme. Up here we have the This was a beautiful frame up from Cherie and Scott over at Hobby Lobby. The J.C. Richards again here coming up. Superman, this is from the classic Richard Donner film. You have Superman in the Fortress of Solitude. You see here we have the red, the blue, the yellow, the white. So you basically have a double matte here. Oh God, this looks gorgeous in person. So that's pretty much it for the poster collection. I'm going to kind of show you around the room, the studio in general here. Not too much more to see, but there's a little bit more to see. Here on that shelf, we just have some books, The Dark Knight Rises Collector's Edition, some omnibus. You have the Funko there of Abby's 3 favorite characters in the history of Hollywood, in Quint, Brody, and Hooper. The Dark Knight Rises Collector's Edition Blu-ray. One of my original TMNT pillows from a kid there. Actually, I tracked this down on eBay in pristine condition. I actually had that comforter set when I was a kid. Let's keep it low here. We have the Captain America Think Geek rug to complete, kind of top off this podcast studio. I used to have a Batman rug in here, but it was a little too much. All right, let's show you where the magic happens. This is the confirmed Epic Podcast studio space here. You got the Mac, you got the 2 mics, the mixer that was donated from my grandmother, Betty Alexander. Love you, Betty. Let's see, you have that's Abby's mic. When Andrew comes over to podcast, he uses that one. And you notice what I have right in front of Andrew, the classic Transformers 4 Blu-ray set that has Grimlock and Optimus there. That's kind of just to aggravate Andrew. Here's a shelf, my Empire Film magazines, just some graphic novels. There's the Bank Robber Joker mask. That's kind of hard to come by now. There's my wife's prized cherished possession, our Beagle Jack Russell mixed penny. Let's see, you have a Kylo Ren blanket she's on, a E.T. from Universal Studios. She loves to cuddle with Rocket and E.T. Here you have just 2 kind of old tin signs. Got these at Hobby Lobby, Superman and Batman. They look pretty good together. So here you have like a love seat there with the Kylo Ren pillow. Sometimes when we podcast in here, we'll sit up in the middle in this space, kind of like a makeshift plastic table, and we'll sit in these chairs here and podcast more comfortably. There's more comics, but here's some more stuff. A Vader mask, all my original Power Rangers stuff from when I was a kid. Decent condition considered as much as I played with that. My Green Ranger stuff, some from when I was a kid. That one figure there is like a Power Rangers Legacy Green Ranger. And that my most desired collectible, the Dragon Dagger. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Getting a tour inside of our home, inside one of the podcast studios. We'll do an update in about 6 months or so, and we can kind of show you maybe some more stuff that's to come, some Spider-Man Homecoming stuff, some Wonder Woman stuff, some more TMNT stuff. Keep your fingers crossed there for Christmas 2017. And from the Hollywood foothills of North Carolina, which you can actually see now, I'm the real Brad Bell. I am out.
That's all I have to say about that.
This has been a production of the GWW Radio Network. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Also, check out Geeks Worldwide at thegww.com for all the latest news, reviews, and opinions on video games, comics, movies, TV, cosplay, and more. Geeks, assemble!